We live in extraordinary times. Of that, there is no doubt. And if a few short months ago, you had predicted what we're seeing now, people would have labeled you a nutcase. And I find it super interesting that just a few short weeks ago, I made a few predictions, shortly before the Trump-Biden showdown started. And I experienced something I have never before experienced in my long career. The most serious backlash, from my subscribers. Chris, stick to Kenyan politics. Usijaibishe. But guess what? I don't blame anybody. And let me start with myself. At the beginning of the year 2020, had somebody played back my videos of later that year, I'd have told them no. No way, that's not me. Yes, it's my voice. Yes, it's my video. But that's not me. Oh yes, the year 2020 has been a very steep learning curve for most of the world. And most fascinatingly, there's a brand new skill that has become critical to the human race. The ability to unlearn, not learn, unlearn. In other words, if the human brain was like a computer hard drive, delete everything in the hard drive, and start putting in information, brand new information, very different from the information you had before. And we must appreciate that that is not easy. Because we are humans, we have emotions, we have attachments, etc., etc. Many people can't just take it. They prefer to stick to the old information. Delete all the files in my hard drive? Are you crazy? And therefore many of us are still in denial. Anyway, I believe you're going to find a discussion we had earlier today with Hezron super fascinating. Unajua Chris, nimeona mtu hapo kwa club 1999 anakuuliza what next, nini itafanyika kwa ile shamba ya Red Indians wazungu walinyakua zamani. That is a very difficult question to answer, Hezron. Virtually impossible to answer, because anything can happen. Hapana Chris, ni rahisi sana kujua nini itafanyika. Rahisi sana. Mzee yeyote wa hekima atakwambia ukweli na itafanyika. What do you mean? Chris, wazee walisema kutoka zamani, a house divided inafanyika nini? A house divided cannot stand. Si ndio? Kwa hivyo, hiyo inchi kwisha maneno. Unajua Kenya tulikuwa na bahati 2007. Huyu jamaa marehemu anaitwaje? Kofi Annan alikuja akapatanisha wanaume. Alafu 2017 baba akadecide kuvuka kwa upande wa Uhuru. Handshake. Sasa huko Marekani hakuna handshake, hakuna Kofi Annan. Mambo kwisha. I don't agree, Hezron. That country has passed through many trials, many difficult situations, and they've come out of it. For instance, the Civil War, where the country was divided. If they survived that, they can survive a lot of things. Hapana Chris, hii ni tofauti. Wewe unajua tofauti ya binadamu na mashetani? What is the difference? Tofauti ni binadamu akona damu. Shetani hana damu, hana huruma. Na hii kitu ambayo inaendelea huko ni mashetani tupu. Wanatumia binadamu, lakini wale decision makers wote mashetani tupu. Unajua binadamu akifanya kitu kibaya, anakuwa convicted, anasikia huruma, lakini shetani asikii kitu. Shetani ameshikilia kisu karibu shingo ya mtoto mdogo. Unamwambia tafadhali, huruma, samehe, tafadhali. Alafu anakuangalia, anaingiza hiyo kisu ndani ya hiyo mwili ya hiyo mtoto, anazungusha na koroga, alafu anakuambia, ulikuwa unasema niwache hivyo? Shetani hana feelings, hana huruma. God Almighty will intervene. He will save that country. Hiyo ni kweli. Kama Mungu ataingilia, sawa. Lakini kama Mungu hataingilia, niamini, hiyo nchi kwisha. Na pengine ni mpango wa Mungu ishe. Dhambi kwa hiyo nchi imekuwa nyingi. Very interesting conversation. I'm sure you agree. And I'm sure similar conversations are going on all over the world. Even as most of the world remains glued to mainstream media, drinking in all the information, so-called information, that they're distributing and giving out to the world. Many are even using that information from mainstream media to make major investment decisions. Well, you've heard Hezron's views. I'm sure you're asking what my views are. Are you serious? My views are well known. My views have lost me friends. My views have damaged the trust many had in me and my analysis. So how can you say you don't know my views? But maybe I'd like to add the following. I believe ultimately the country will survive, but it will be a very different country, from the US we have always known. For starters, it will not be as powerful a nation as it has been. An era has ended, and we have begun a brand new era. And if you think, like most of us, that what happens in the United States of America does not affect you and me in Africa, then think again. It affects us in a very major way and in many ways. But not just negatively, also positively. All signs so far show us that despite the chaos, despite whatever will happen, ultimately good will win over evil. We're going to benefit greatly from that as the African continent and the African people. That's the good news. But before things get better, they'll get a lot worse. My strong advice, kaa rada. Stay alert. And desperately seek, as soon as possible, to learn a brand new skill. The ability to quickly unlearn. You will not be able to learn this skill if you're proud. And even those who are humble. It will test just how humble you are. And if you're the Mjuaji type, you're in trouble. Because the Mjuaji type is the type of person who always seeks to be proved right. That is the most important thing to them. Being proved wrong is just too devastating for them to handle. And that's just the way they are. Going forward, it will be impossible to understand what's happening unless you unlearn. Because everything you firmly believed in will be shaken thoroughly, and most of it will not be able to stand. Change is one of the most difficult trauma experiences for a human. But it is what we have to embrace now for survival. Now, before I go, I need to give you the name of the most trusted news outlet news and analysis outlet. The information is not only firmly anchored on solid facts from the past, but amazingly, this outlet has never had a piece of information it produced proved wrong. Not even any analysis proved faulty. It has had more than 100% record, even in its predictions. And that outlet, of course, is the Holy Bible. I prefer King James Version. Now, if you've enjoyed this video, please remember to like it. And if you're not a subscriber, subscribe. Because I make a huge effort to keep you well ahead in terms of information. That is very relevant to you. Until next time, this is Chris Kumekucha.